into some like deep, nice conversation. All right. While I'm clenching my side, you know, literally dying in the zombie apocalypse. Let's have a talk. What about? I have no clue. Or we could not. Well, that answers that, I guess. The airport story. Oh my God. I had to, like go to the airport, right? And I had like a really early flight. So I had to wake up at like 5:30, right? And I went to bed at like 2:30 the night before because I was up talking with people, right? And then, not that way. So then like I went to sleep on like the couch and everything, you know, the chuckle couch, right? And I went to sleep and then I woke up, right? And then I was just like, okay, I'll get my Uber and everything. And then I ordered the Uber. It was like 40 minutes away. You know, I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of pushing it on time, you know. That's kind of pushing it on time, you know. But I'll be okay. So then I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. This is like the worst game to have calm commentary to. I'm sorry. This is like, okay, so I was just like, yeah, I'll be fine. So then get outplayed. And then so I went back to sleep a little bit. And then I woke up. The Uber guy said that he was here. Like I woke up to a notification, right, from the Uber guy saying that he was here. Right? So then I was just like, oh, okay. So I said, yeah, I'll be right out. And then it was like, okay, the timer has started. And I was just like, okay, cool. I go out there and I don't see him. And I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, are you kidding me? He left. My Uber driver canceled on me and he left. And I had to pay him $20 for it. So now I'm panicking a little because it's like, okay, I just have to find another Uber, right? There should be one. The next one was 40 minutes away. And I had a flight. It was like what? Like it was like I would have got there at 7:10. 7:10 is when it starts to board. Okay? 7:10 is when the flight started to board. And I was like, well, crap. Okay? So then I was just like, okay, maybe if like the Uber driver speeds a little bit and if there is like no TSA line, right, then I'll be okay. Right, then I'll be fine. Like it'll all be good. I got there and oh my God, it was the biggest TSA line that I have ever seen. This story gets so much worse, trust me. So then I was like in the TSA line, right? I was just like, well, crap, you know, there's no way that I'm gonna make it to my flight on time. So then I went to the app and then I started to reschedule the flight. The only flight that was available for the next 13 hours, right? So it was either I got this flight, which was in 4 hours, or I got the next flight, which was in 13 hours. The only ticket was first class. And so it was off. Like I was just like, I could have like made a normal trip like 10 times, but I couldn't wait 13 hours because I had something to do when I got back. So then I had to take it. And no, it gets so much worse. So I get through the TSA line, right? I get through the TSA line a lot quicker than I thought. But I had already gotten the new ticket and I couldn't reschedule it. So I could have made it to the flight. But I thought that the TSA line would have moved a lot slower. But then they opened up a new one, which I didn't see. They opened up a new one that I didn't see. So it was awful. It was awful. So yeah, so not only could I have just not had to get like a new ticket, right? But I could have just gone on the original flight. But I didn't know that TSA would have been that fast because it was such a long line and I was like, better to be safe than sorry. So then I had to just stand in an airport, right? For like 4 hours, right? And so what I did, I looked up a YouTube video that was like 1 hour, like 1 hour timer. And what I would do is I had my headphones on and then I played the YouTube video of a 1 hour timer and I went to sleep so that every single hour I would wake up by this like beep, 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 from the timer just to make sure that I like haven't missed my flight. And so then I did that for 4 hours and then I would like wake up, like startle myself, wake up, reset the timer, and then immediately go right back to sleep. So that was my experience back. That was awesome. I feel so bad. Don't, because it was honestly fine and really not as bad as I'm making it out to be, but it was still really funny.